Took the headset, took the weight, in a city where AA ain't the standard of great. Fans sitting back like bro, it burst, but deep down hoping you reverse the curse. Locker room listening, playbook flipped. Players nothing like this might be legit. Changing the tone, setting the pace, but can you win when the whole world's in your face? Shot it, all eyes on you to fix what's broken. Shot it, lead the star, keep this promise unspoken. You got the reins, our biggest name. Now light that fire, win the game. Shot it, it's your time to stake your claim. Jerry's in the box, fans on the thread. Cowboys nation living in what's been said. New culture, new voice, we've heard it before, but maybe this time it's something more. No more safe plays, no more stalls. Just grit on the field and guts in the calls. It ain't easy wearing this crown. No one wrong move, the world tears you down. Shot it, all eyes on you to fix what's broken. Shot it, lead the star, keep this promise unspoken. You got the reins of the biggest name. Now light that fire, won the game. Shot it, it's your time to stake your claim. This ain't just a team, it's a symbol. It's Sunday nights and Thanksgiving games. It's 5 rings in the vault and 30 years of waiting for number 6. Shot it, turn the doubt into flames that burn. Shot it, get this franchise its long awaited turn. Shot it, no more what it's, no more fears. We're chasing greatness, not just cheers. Shot it, it's your moment, make it clear the stars still shining. Question is, will you?
May I help you?
Yeah, I'd like to cancel my mail.
There's nothing wrong with it. Just own it. Just own it.
Oh, no. I don't think you get me. I want out permanently.
What are we doing? Where are you going at 6 o'clock in the morning that you gotta ride my, you know what?
I'll handle this, Violet. Why don't you take your 3-hour break?
Mailmen do it better. Rain or shine, I bring that pressure. Mailmen do it better. Roots in the street, them routes on your header. From the toast to the podcast, no off-day vibes. Game time, Brian, man, I always deliver live. Mailmen do it better. Work boots on with their Cowboys pride.
Post-game show is brought to you by Christ, I can't find it. The hell with it.
You feel like a veteran here yet? Is there a second one?
I am way more comfortable, let me just say that. Last year they were taking me through the car wash where we go and we talk to like New Era and do all the apparel stuff, and I was just like, yeah, that's fine, that's great. Now I have a little better appreciation of what we're doing, so it's been great.
How would you describe the offseason before the free agency moves you made?
Well, again, I'm going to start, Calvin, with, the addition of Christian Parker. I think that's not a free agency acquisition, but I think we made our football team a lot better. It's always good when you get phone calls or texts from your rivals in the division, Philadelphia, saying, why'd you take our guy? And then being around him on the top 30 visits and some of the pro days and stuff, I think we had a home run with that. I've talked a lot about Christian and again, the conviction, that's been great. We had a big push to address the secondary. The defensive line, getting Jalen Thompson was big for us. PJ Locke's a really good football player that Christian had a lot of exposure with, wears a lot of hats on the football team, great competitor. Trading for a guy like Rashawn Gary, is a guy that I've had a lot of respect for, having played against him a number of times, both in Seattle and here. I thought that was great. We wanted to, get the defensive line inside, get bigger and square. Anytime you go through a scheme change, there's going to be adjustments where you move on from an incredible person, an incredible leader in Osa. That was one of the hard ones. I'm happy to share with you guys. I wept. We both wept on the phone together. It was hard. But that's the nature of the business, and I'm thrilled that he's going to a place that is a great fit for him. But we're not done. And then I think what people don't talk about is getting George on the tag and getting Javante done, and then even some guys like Sam Williams, T. Wheat coming back. So we've been very active, but we're not done.
When you talked to us at Christian Sing, you said you were going to talk to George. Have you talked to him since the tag's gone
What's
on?
up with
Do you have any
JP?
assurance that he's going to be around in the offseason?
No, I mean, I've had conversations with George. He's doing great. He and CD have been taking a lot of trips together. When I text them now, I kind of text them both. I was at a wedding the other day. My nephew or my niece got married, and I text them both, and it was great just to catch up with those guys. But yeah, he's training with Dak. Hey, look, GP loves it here. We love GP. We have plans for GP to be here for a long time. So we'll let the business side of this thing play out and see where it goes.
Regarding him being a
Wow. Long time. GP, long time. We'll see about that. Oh, yeah. We'll see about that, shorty. Again, long time. As I told my guys last week as we did the live stream, got a little testy. It's a long time to go between now and the start of the season. I get it, everybody. I get it. I actually like being... I don't think anybody's heard me say that we're winning anything. I don't know, but there is that potential, right? And as we get into, tonight, I hope all my people will come in so we could do a group mock draft where we all are involved. I would like to get to some of the news of around the league before we get into that. As the Zoom crew gets in, yes, it's a bit early for me, but I wanted to go early tonight. We'll go for an hour and a half, maybe a little longer, leading up to Mark Holmes' 9 o'clock live stream. But, listen, this league is Dallas needed probably 5-6 new starters on defense, right? So we know that when you start with that, now I get it. My man Drew, he likes to knock me down and pick. I get it, guys. We were number one in yardage and offense and everything, but I say we're more like maybe top 10, But if you're top 10 in offense and you can get to top 10 mid-pack in defense, then you have something. As of right now, Dallas Cowboys do not have they are not ready to roll. Admit all. I'm sorry. I didn't do a hold up, everybody. I don't know what I'm doing here. I don't know what I'm doing or what I'm not doing. But I didn't put a thing where I get a notification. So let me see if I can fix that real quick. I know I can. I just got to figure it out, everybody. I got to figure this out on the fly. We got Lord Jesse in the house. What's up, Lord Jesse? What's up, brother? Yeah, I don't know what I did or didn't do. Just give me a sec, everybody.
You made an oopsie?
Well, I didn't do the ding where, like, you hear the dings. So.
Oh, okay.
You know what it was? There it is. There was an update, and it wasn't. There it is, everybody. There it is. Listen, if I get half of those, I'm giving away a T-shirt tonight. So I just put it up there as 15. I got to start giving more stuff away. Tony Bill, you got a T-shirt coming your way. I have not sent it out yet. We got some cool new stuff. I need to work on. I just thought about it. I need to work on my fantasy league where Vinny Hagan won. I got to send him some stuff. And Eagles Drew. Eagles back-to-back pigskin pick'em champion. Eagles Drew. We could say whatever we want. The dude has a read on picking football games, at least with no lines. So shout out to Drew. I am going to work on that. I am a man of my word. You will get everything I promised you guys would get. But as we sit here 6 months away from football, right? And I would say Eagle fans and we hear Momo talking, and he's not in here to defend himself, but we hear Momo say, oh, well, we're going to do this, or we're going to do that. I don't know, Hallie. I think until we see Jaden Daniels eat a couple cheeseburgers.
He needs to.
I don't think that we're all worried about
the Washington Commanders. Now, I'm not saying we shouldn't be, everybody, right? They disappointed me in the worst way last year, but did we not say that, Hallie, last year regarding the Commanders, that they need to keep the man upright, and meaning Jaden Daniels? They need to keep him upright, and
Nope.
they did not do that, and he's still running around. And I know my man, I haven't talked to him in a while, Louis T. I got to reach out to him. I've been horrible with reaching out and doing some content with these real cool guys. But Louis T said he's one of them ones, right? Well, is he, or is he another RG3? Now, to Chris Dooley, I don't think he's RG3, but I liked RG3. I just think RG3 kind of got beat the heck up for a smaller bodied guy, just like Jaden Daniels. Jaden Daniels, you can have the it factor all you want. If you can't stay healthy, you're in trouble. And I made this comment to Rob and Drew. I said, I don't know. I mean, do you guys think I'm wrong? Every team has a 3-year window. I mean, I live here. They're talking.
You're right. You're right.
If Jalen doesn't win or has a bad year this year, I'm not predicting it, he could be gone, everybody. We're getting now towards the time where you can move on from him contract-wise. The same with Dak Prescott, the same way. And Jaden Daniels, I don't know. Jesse, your squad, I like what they're doing. I think the floor is coming up. For the Giants, I think they're going to be a lot better. But, I think that's wide open. Obviously, the Eagles have the inside track as we sit here today. But, I don't know, everybody. I think that the last a couple years, his Super Bowl should have, had told you that expect the unexpected. This is like anybody can do it if they get their act together. Now, Dallas, some people are happy. They've went out and got a lot of players on this defense. Some would say, underwhelming. But anybody, Hallie, are you able to go out and get all-stars at every position to fill? How come it's only the Cowboys that have to go out and get all-stars, all-pros at every position to upgrade? Sometimes the coaching matters, as you heard Brian Schottenheimer. And they went out and got a bunch of players.
Yes, they did. At least they're doing something. They're not, they did it the first day before even the
we hear
free agency
like Vinny Hagan. I don't think he's in there. Like we hear, well, if you get Max Crosby, it's like putting lipstick on a pig. We don't want Max. We don't want Myles Garrett. You need the draft. But then when you look at the draft and you go, oh, okay, who are we drafting? In a certain scenario, we could be wiped out here. We could be wiped out, and now we're getting just a guy. And
it's like a catch-22. Darned if you do, darned if you don't. With the first pick.
Now we hear that the Dallas Cowboys, Rob Bay, you'll get a kick out of this, brother. The Dallas Cowboys, or the brass, is upset at the local beat writers and Nick Harris for outing them regarding the Brooks possible trade from Miami, right? So they're not happy. From what I'm gathering and my intel, they're not happy with all this stuff being leaked out, right? Meaning Dallas is possibly in on Brooks. We heard the Minnesota Vikings and McCarthy, their head coach, say that Grenard will be a Viking next year. We'll see about that. I still think he might be an Eagle, but he could be a Cowboy too. But I think they're asking too much for the guy. I think he's a good player, not a great player. But they're mad. Well, here's a thought, Dallas. Here's a thought. Start doing something and overpay for something. This is the overpay season. Hallie, I know that they don't want to overpay. I get it. I totally understand Dallas doesn't want to overpay because when you look at it on paper, you're not going to get your money's worth. You're going to pay $18 or whatever your local beer is at the stadium for a beer, right? It's a big beer, don't get me wrong, but $18 worth, I ain't paying $18 for a beer. At least I'm not. That's just how I roll. But that's the season. You want, because Shoddy, goes on to say that, well, we were in on Quay Walker. We were in on the Kobe Dean. we gave them a good offer, but they decided to stay and play together in Las Vegas. Sometimes things, and I understand what you're saying, but sometimes you got to overpay if you want somebody, don't you?
Exactly. Like what we did. We
Yes.
got Isaiah. We got Isaiah over here. Likely, we had to pay him, but we got
Now,
him.
in saying that, Jesse, I could look at the Eagles and go, well, okay, well, why didn't you overpay for Jalen Phillips? Why? Because it would have been dumb. That's the thing. I think what's good for the goose is good for the gander. I think we all need to just chill out, let the offseason play out. Nobody thought sitting here last year that we were going to. I know Drew likes to say, well, you weren't we were number one overall in offense, per the stats. But I understand what you're saying, bro. I understand. Top 10? I mean, could we say that? Or like 10th overall when you incorporate the 15th red zone ranking? Okay. I'm okay with, but nobody thought we were going to be that good, did we? Well, I did, because remember I said Dak would be vying for the runner-up MVP. I don't know that he was runner-up, but he was up there. He had a fantastic year. I predicted that. I don't think anybody predicted George Pickens doing what he did, right? I mean, can we sit here and say we all thought George Pickens would have done exactly what he did last year?
That's because you had a decent O-line for a change.
Well, that's true, and our O-line is only going to get better. And like the more it plays, it's very young. Rob, we can't win. We can't win in that situation. You should about not resigning Phillip, and then how we get it done, and we say resign Phillip. Rob, I need you in here, brother. So when you're able to, before we start these mock drafts, I need you in here. Vinny Hagan, you need to hop in here too, brother. But yes, I agree. I'm sorry I neglected the chat. What's up, Twiz, the Jigga? What's up, Jimbo? What's up, my man? How are you? D'Angelo. All my people are in here. I do appreciate it. West Virginia country boy, I need to see you at the draft, my man, whether you stay with us or not. It's not that far from West Virginia, bro. Hop in your car. You could hang out at the cabin, bro. We need you there. We need you there. Jeff Lee, how are you? EJB, Dirty Sanchez. William Tilton, what's up, brother? We got Overkiller. What's up, Chris May? How you doing, man? But anyway, you guys understand what I'm saying. As we sit here, what is it, 24 days away from the draft? What's up, Stephen White? How you doing, bro? As we sit here, 24 days from the draft, I am very interested in this draft. I'm interested in who the Giants are going to take, Jesse. I am, because Lord G, I think that they could go in any number of directions. So that's kind of where you want to be. Nobody can get a read on you.
Exactly. We can go running back. We'll make us a three-headed monster with Leonard being there, with the card being there. Shoot, we have all kinds of possibilities. Wide receiver, defense, anything like that.
Yeah,
I see.
I don't understand. I don't know that I see. I keep circling back to wide receiver. I don't know why. I feel like they want to help out Jackson Dart in the most possible way. As we get closer to the draft, I'm feeling wide receiver for the Giants, or I'm feeling trade back for the Giants.
That's what I was thinking.
Everybody says Styles. I just want people to understand Styles is unbelievably talented player as far as athletically gifted. But Styles, as a proven linebacker, let's not forget he played safety early on in his career. He's an athletic freak. Now, in saying that, everybody's assuming Dallas is all a gung-ho for Caleb Downs. When I'm hearing they like a few other safeties in the draft a little bit lower down. I think if Dallas were to move up, it would be a Sonny Styles situation, which would be kind of cool, but also risky because he's an unbelievable athletic guy who's learning to play linebacker, right? He's good. Now, loyal Cowboy, you saw him. Is Sonny Styles everything that we think he is, or is it a crapshoot, bro?
I mean, he's good. He's good, but I mean, you can get some more players. I mean, if you can get more picks.
We would have to trade up for him. He ain't making it to 12.
But one thing, I checked out. They did some research. He, like as Brian said, he was safety, and became what he is now. At the same time, when the other guy, what's his name, Reese, they put Reese on as one in charge of getting all the sacks, or else he would have gotten sacks again.
Well, I think what happened, Jesse, I think the football people understand how this thing works. It all starts up front with Caden McDonald. I don't know if Twiz the Jigga agrees with me. I'll be curious to see because I trust his acumen, his football acumen, and D'Angelo. I think up front, like Caden McDonald opens everything up for the linebackers behind them, right? Which is why, don't look at the end number where we finished. Look at where we were against the run since the Quinnen Williams trade. We were near the top and stopping the run by the end of the season. Now, we were so bad early on. That's what makes it interesting because now we're going to a totally new defense, right? With a new coach who's never called plays. You still got Quinnen Williams, who's a beast, but where's this going to end? Nobody can really say where we're going to be defensively. But what I do know is the glaring, blinking light is linebacker for the Dallas Cowboys. And Shoddy goes on to say they will address it. I'm thinking it'll be, now, per Mike Fisher, right, Wade Kuiper, Mike Fisher says that...
Number 12, he think it's that
cornerback. You said that Mike Fisher said we're going to get a linebacker before the draft.
Yeah, they're looking at getting a linebacker before the draft, but and he thinks at number 12, if one of them cornerbacks drops, they're going to draft a cornerback if it drops. At 12, but
Twiz.
Cowboys are probably going to make a move for a linebacker.
I'll never go MIA, Twiz. I'll eat shit if I have to. As far as if I predict something, I'm here, win or lose, bro. But anyway, Wade, I'm glad you're here. I got to play a clip of Wade. Wade, you got into it with West Coast Cowboy. I'm going to play a series of clips.
Jesse was there. He
knows. I finally got to see some scenes of it.
Here you go. I'm going to play a series of clips here. I'm going to start out with this is the long one. Now, this one was...
Looking back on it, it's pretty funny.
I think this is the most brutal one. I don't blame Lloyd for kicking your ass out of there because you were just, at some point... You were like, you were getting real belligerent to this poor guy, right? But let's listen in, everybody, to Wade. And I have three, separate clips. I even texted Lloyd and said, what the hell happened? And he's like, it just got spicy.
Listen to me. I'm going to tell you this right here. I don't care about getting someone early. Do you want to know why? Because Jesus is going to come back in 2026 is the last year of earth. So I don't care about next year, bruh. Get him, what you need. Listen, I'm trying to win a Super Bowl right now. I don't care about no salary cap. I don't care about no.
That's where the fuck you lost me too. Goddamn. Now biblical fucking goddamn prophecy. Jesus is coming back and shit. Shut the fuck up already.
Listen to me, bro. Would you calm down? It's everything that I'm speaking.
God fucking damn.
You gotta stop.
Not only this guy saying DeMarcus Ware it didn't take over games. Now he's saying Jesus is coming back next year. God fucking damn.
Everything that I'm speaking. Everything I'm speaking metaphorically, bro. What I'm trying to stress is the.
That's clip one. He was very spicy, but you know what? My Eagle people that are in here, if you know anything about Wade, he knows his shit, right? I made a mistake because, I forget a lot. I had a real multiple. I'm not making excuses, but I was in a really bad car accident back in 2009 where I've had multiple brain bleeds. I'm probably going to be screwed up down the line. But right now, especially in the morning, I forget shit all the time on the way to work. The one thing I don't want to do is, and I've seen these games, when Wade wasn't even around, I was watching. I mean, you may have been alive. When were you born, Wade? When were you born?
90.
All right. So you were 2 years old when I was at the vet, right, in 92 when Dallas, he went in there. 93 when Emmett ran for over 200 yards on the Monday Night Football in a driving rain. I got a jersey back there that's yellow because it's a white Emmett jersey, authentic. Wear and tear because of the rain.
Great game.
I was there, here, Chris, but Wade is very knowledgeable for a 30-year-old Cowboy fan. What you don't want to do,
35,
especially
going on 36.
Especially when you're 8-9 beers in.
Yeah, Vinny was there. He saw me going off on West Coast. So
8-9 beers in, Wade. I've been there with Wade, right?
Shit.
You do not want to say guys like Emmett or Troy or DeMarcus Ware was not an impact.
No, like what really got me triggered is West Coast said DeMarcus Ware didn't take over games. I was like, that was the most ridiculous take I've ever fucking heard. I was like, what the hell? It bothered me.
Dirty Sanchez, I love it. He says, I think I was at peak masturbation age in 1990. All we know is I started in 88 and I didn't look back since. There you go, bro. There you go. But that was the long clip. And then I have a couple, since Wade is in here. This one is I'm going to play this one. It's a little bit shorter. And it's Wade. He's going to go out on a limb here. If the end of the world is coming, he's gonna be pissed. Watch.
Okay, so everybody's gonna look. Yeah, everybody. Nobody.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here. I'm gonna go out on a limb.
Nobody's gonna buy.
Jesus better not come back before the Cowboys win a Super Bowl. I'm gonna be fucking pissed.
Man, you know what?
We all will be.
Bump that bitch. Hey, that's the soundbite of the night. That's the soundbite of the night.
Absolutely.
The soundbite of the night. He said, Jesus Christ,
I'll sell you fucking bitch for
That was good.
He said, Jesus Christ, better not come back.
It's true. Be hella pissed.
Wade was not happy about that. Wade was not. I mean, if the end of the world comes, everybody, Wade gonna be pissed. Come on now.
Hell no. Jesus, you take me after we win a Super Bowl. That's all. That's what I gotta say.
Pursuit of victory. That was funny, Wade. That was
I get to see Wade out there.
Priceless. Holy shit.
I get to see Wade out there.
Guys.
God, not yet.
And we're gonna finish it off here. We're gonna finish the trifecta. We're gonna finish the.
I get to see Wade out there. God, not yet.
Yeah, we're gonna finish the trifecta of Wade clips about Micah Parsons.
Micah was pissing me off too. I'm sorry.
Everybody.
That was messed up.
Here you go.
We'll argue until we read in the face.
Yeah, let's not talk about Micah because he's got a busted up. Hold on. Let's not talk. Let's quit talking about Micah because the bum has a busted up ACL. We won that trade. Fuck him. That's all I gotta say.
I don't know, Wade. I think that's a. I think that that's a best. That's a best of. I don't think that West Coast had any idea what he was dealing with, bro. I know
and then he
is,
went
but...
down the whole what was the rabbit hole, Brian? He went down the whole bring in Tyreek Hill. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, well, listen, man. Everybody's allowed to have an opinion, so I don't have a problem with that. Listen. Like, unlike you, Wade, where you basically told him, I don't like this guy because you were 9 beers in. Listen, we all have our opinions. Some are learned opinions and come with more experience. Where he lost me was when he was talking about COVID, and I'm like, well, hold up. So you go back to COVID as your strong era of Cowboy football? That's 2020, 2021. I mean, listen, I forgot more. I honestly have. Again, I'm scarred because I kind of missed the Miami and Denver Super Bowl wins. I was alive, but I'm not going to sit here and tell you I remember. I was rolling around in onesies and shit. You know what I mean? So my main and first experience, Vinny, with Dallas was losing multiple Super Bowls to the Pittsburgh Steelers, right? That was my first experience. I was a young kid. I was born in 71. So do the math. I'm 8 years old, 9 years old. My older brother, who sadly passed away in his 20s, he was a diehard Cowboys fan. My father was from Texas. So, we were rooting for the Cowboys. And my first experience was Dallas losing in the biggest game of all. 2 out of 3 years? Wait, is that what it was? I was there, but you have better knowledge.
77
and 79?
No. Oh, are you talking about when?
Steelers.
When the 70s?
The Steelers. We lost to the Steelers.
Oh, they lost to the Steelers in 78.
78 and 79. Or it wasn't back to
78
back.
season.
It wasn't back to
78
back.
season.
It was split up. But anyway.
They what? No, the Cowboys won in 77, then they lost to the Steelers in 78.
And then they lost again.
And then the Cowboys lost to the Rams in the divisional round in 79.
No, but we lost to the Steelers twice in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, the other one was in the mid 70s.
Yeah. So okay. So then
this guy knows this shit, don't he?
Yeah, and then Vinny, I went through my whole adolescent life.
Chat.
I graduated high school in '89, and then I remember guys, Twiz. I remember going to the old Hershey Hotel in downtown Center City, Philadelphia, staying at the Dallas Hotel. That was before they hid where the hell they stayed. I remember my brother was a big dude, played college football. They thought he was a part of the Cowboys. I'm in an elevator with a young Emmitt Smith with the stupid ass bolo hat, and he looks like MC Hammer. But at the time, I was like, who's this? I mean, it's this rookie. And we drafted him in 90. So I guess we went his rookie year, Hershey Hotel down South Philadelphia. That's where they used to stay. I don't think Hershey Hotel is even there anymore. And I remember going to games, man. That's all we did was go to games, and big Phil's fan and Sixers fan and Flyers fan, but we were big Cowboy fans. I know it's weird for people to understand that, but that's just how I was brought up. Wade, you know how I feel when people start hammering Emmitt Smith, right?
Yeah.
Hammer and Troy.
Emmitt, he didn't run away from anybody. He had the Great Wall of Dallas. Well, how many Hall of Famers were on that offensive line?
I cannot stand the whole Emmitt Smith hate. He wasn't flashy. He didn't have breakaway speed. That's literally their only argument. He wasn't as flashy as Barry. Lloyd, my bad. I was driving home from the bar. Had about 8, 9 beers.
I put him in timeout, Lloyd. I told him.
It is what it is.
What is it, Merc?
Fumbling.
West Coast had it coming.
That could go viral. Who knows?
You forgot. I miss all the good shit and go to bed.
You forgot mumbling.
Well, listen, I told Lloyd, I said I would have loved to have hung out with him, but dude, I'm in my 50s and I was long asleep. These young cats can go all night. Pause, but you know what I mean. So it was hysterical, but you were disrespectful, Wade, when you said, I don't like you. We all have our own opinions, bro. Your problem was you were 8, 9 beers in, and then you get a little, but I agree with you, brother. I agree with a lot of what you said.
I'm not right on everything. It's just like just the DeMarcus Ware thing. It just hit home, man. I've seen DeMarcus Ware play.
Listen, let's touch on that before we start this mock draft. And
man was a beast.
In here.
Man was a beast.
I agree. He was.
Here's the deal with DeMarcus Ware.
What do he have, like 22s? Or what do he have? The best season was like over 20 sacks.
Yeah, he had like 22 and a half, didn't he?
Yeah,
no.
Chris, we could go over the stats. DeMarcus Ware was a stud. I believe when you go into the stats, you're going to find DeMarcus had more interceptions. And why is that? Why the hell would he, an edge rusher, have interceptions? Well, because they played a 3-4 defense where they were asked to drop into coverage a lot. Sorry, but not like Micah, where he gets to pin his ears and just come after the quarterback every single play, right? We've
Different
seen
bubble
that.
screens and stuff on the edge.
D. Ware was a beast. Now, even Bill Parcells got it wrong. Bill Parcells wanted Sean Merriman. Not that he was a bad player, but he wasn't no DeMarcus Ware. He's not a Hall of Famer. He was a roided guy. He wanted Marcus Spears. Now, it so happened, Chris May, that we got D. Ware and Marcus Spears because we had 2 first-round draft picks. That's why I was telling all my Eagle people, we don't know what's going to happen. We have 2 first-round picks. If we stick and pick at 12 and we stick and pick at 20, it could be good. And we're going to know rather quickly how good these guys are. So we'll see. I don't know, everybody. Everybody wants to pin me down in March and say, well, what do you think they're going to do? Well, last year at this time, I would have said 8 wins. We had around 7. I upped it to 9 after we got the Pickens. We got 7. In a way, it's good that we lost at the end of the year because we would be in no man's land at 15 or 16. Am I wrong? If we would have won some more games. But
yeah, we would have been picking where we have
12
picked
would be
quite a bit
18
sometimes.
or 17.
Yeah, we call that purgatory. No, I mean, you know, some years are better than others. This is not a good draft for unbelievable, absolute blue chip stud, top of the draft talent. There's a few guys that you want to get your hands on. To me, it's not even Mendoza. It's Downs, but even Downs comes with questions. He does. Downs has questions. It's Styles. He has questions, Vinny. Styles has questions. He was a safety for most of his career, converted to linebacker 3 years ago. He's still learning the position. It's not like Sonny Styles is a finished product. He's an athletic beast. So, okay.
Yeah,
Bailey.
that's why I say I wish we would trade the 20 pick for a guy somewhere.
Well,
possibly get some lower picks.
I mean, I think it's going to be very interesting, Chris, because I think anything can happen. Anything can happen.
True.
You know, Eagles have a lot of picks.
It's just because of what the draft is. That's all. That's all.
Yeah, there's so few picks in the first round. There's so many good picks in the first round. The second or third one's where you get your good players.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if Arizona, it might help if Arizona does what a lot of
we're going to know right away, Hallie.
Get that Ty Simpson.
Hallie, we're going to know right away because if Arizona goes defense, we're effed. Right? Because we're all saying Arizona is going to go offensive line because we all think they should, right?
Yeah, they should, but whether they do,
if they
we
go
don't know.
defense and Tennessee goes defense, you're effed. Okay? That's why. Well, no, when I get ahead, bro. I'm sorry.
No, that's why I just recently saw on ESPN they got Ty Simpson at second, going second. I'm like, wow,
well, that would be great.
That's rich.
I don't see it.
No.
Football Fanatic says these 2 first-round picks could be franchise saving if we hit. Yes, it can be, but it also can be hold your breath and wait, and that's the last thing you want when you're picking number 12. But unfortunately, that's the draft that we are in. Again, I'm going to have a blast because this is a draft where anything can happen, and all 4 of us are picking in the top 23. You know, the Eagles could move up, people, if they're not stupid. They know that this draft has certain. I mean, I'm very curious to see what they would do. I don't think they're in on Kenyon Sadiq like everybody thinks. I just don't think that. I think Eagles are hunting offensive linemen, and I think they're hunting potential maybe an edge rusher, maybe. That's kind of where I think they're hunting, or a wide receiver, Omar Cooper or whoever. You know, I think that's where they're going to go. So,
do you think they're going to get in a bidding war with the Cowboys for the Browns number 6 pick? Or
I don't see the Eagles going up that far. I don't. And this is where the salary cap comes in, even with the Dallas Cowboys. Unfortunately, when you pay, you know, your quarterback $60 million, it's very tough to see where this is going to go here. I don't know where it's going. But the Dallas Cowboys brass is upset because it's leaking out that they're trying to trade for a linebacker. Well, stop playing with your food. Either do it or don't. I understand that, but this is where the whole we want our organization to be out there and be talked about comes back to haunt them because they can't keep their mouths shut, right? Everybody knows this has happened time and time and again in a draft where the Eagles jump us to get Dallas Goedert. We all knew they wanted Dallas Goedert. Eagles jumped ahead of us. We ended up with Connor Williams, not a horrible player. He was no Dallas Goedert. Lloyd McAfee with the super chat. Thanks, brother. He says, Walker Wade, good people. I agree with his points, but don't go Super Saiyan
My
good
bad.
on the guest.
My bad.
We got. I told him that, brother. I told him.
My
I said,
bad.
you were wrong, but Lloyd, if you're going down and you have to throw down, you want Wade on your side because he's just going, you know. But I totally understand what he's saying. I told Lloyd, I said, when you're doing I got to a point where, and some people got offended by it, Lloyd, when I said, well, I'm going to bring on Terrence Parsons, or me and Phil are going to interview him for 15, 20 minutes before I let the Zoom crew in because we know what's going to happen, right? So, and some people get offended. I don't take a back seat to nobody. Well, then you're not a part of my channel. You got to respect the host at the end of the day, Wade. You got to expect, you have to respect the host.
I'm all right, Lloyd. You kick me out, it's fine.
He loves you, Lloyd. He loves you.
No hard feelings.
Then you bring in
No hard
Walker Wade,
feelings.
get him out.
I came, saw, and I did what I had, told them what I had to say.
I thought it was honestly.
Talk about DeMarcus Ware? I don't think so.
I thought that was honestly one of the most entertaining things I've seen in a while. So shout out to Lloyd for that. Right? You know what I'm saying? That was entertaining.
That was funny.
That was
I
entertaining.
went back and watched that. That was funny.
But I have to
everybody
say,
out there subscribe, man.
I have to say that's why he sounded so sleepy the next day when he was on the live with us.
Who, Wade?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, because he's a little glazed over.
I'm up at 2 a.m. arguing with West Coast. Next thing you know, I'm on a road, like a 500-mile trip to San Antonio and back. It's like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, see, Wade's a good man. He knows his football, so I'll ride with Wade, but you got to respect the host. And I tell that to Drew. And Drew, listen, Drew takes a beating on this channel, but he knows how I feel about him. It's just, I expect him to go over and above to help me out, because once Drew starts cooking, you know, everybody starts getting upset, and it's like the views go that way, especially Lloyd, not so much the live, but the rewatch value, people just tune it out. I've learned that. So you kind of have to get in and get out, right? So, but anyway, that's why we like this channel, isn't it? Because we get this spice every now and again. But anyway, so let's go around the, we got a Vinny Hagen. Before we start getting into these mock drafts, I wish I had an Eagle guy in here, but that's okay. That's all right. What do you honestly think and expect the Dallas to do in this draft, especially early on in this draft?
Yeah, I think they're going to pick at 12. I really do, because I don't think it's I don't think anybody's going to fall to them at 12. Although they say Downs may fall to them because of the knee issue, but that would be great. But I think if we stick and pick, hopefully it's Downs that falls to us. Other than that, at 20, I think we should move out at 20 and drop back.
Yeah, and I will just tell you this about Downs. He's the most unassuming stud in this draft. He's 6 foot, if that. He's not one of these big safeties, right? Interesting player, but what's nice about Caleb Downs is he could play the nickel as well, right? That's what, if you know anything about Christian Parker, he wants to play a defense where you don't really know what he's doing or who he's sending. And if you go huddle, no huddle and hurry up, he wants players that could stay on the field, which is why when you talk about edge rusher, Vinny, right? Yes. When you talk about edge rusher, and we're all talking about we want this, we want that. Well, yeah, the fact that they were in on Max Crosby, okay, and still are, by the way, it's interesting to me because, you know, CP wants a guy who can drop. Now, not everybody has to be able to drop. At some point, everybody, when it's third down, you need an edge rusher who can get home and get to the quarterback. So just keep that in mind. Not everybody has to be a total system fit. You need a ball player to make a play, like a DeMarcus Ware, Walker Wade, right? Because D. Ware was asked to drop a lot. That's why he's got sacks. That's why he's got, you know, the one area where Micah is better than D. Ware at this stage of both of their careers is just purely sacks. But how many times do you see Micah dropping? I mean, he didn't have to play in a 3-4 defense.
DeMarcus Ware was just an all-around.
DeMarcus Ware was a stud, okay, and he went on to win a Super Bowl. And I'm happy for him. And, you know, I do want to meet him. I got a Troy mini helmet I want him to sign. I do have a signed other helmet, but that my son got me for Christmas from D Ware. One of my more favorite players in recent history, just because he's so unassuming, like such a nice dude, but he's a beast. And when Bill Parcells is wrong, I like that because that tells you that they actually trusted their scouts back in the day. But all right, everybody.
I was going to say at 20, the Cowboys. Well, I would say I wouldn't be surprised if it was a linebacker at 20 because I was hearing Schottenheimer. The Cowboys had dinner with Rodriguez and the linebacker from Texas.
Yeah, well,
Anthony or whatever. Yeah,
they're pretty high on those two.
They met with Hill out of Texas.
Hill, that's it.
They met with Rodriguez out of Texas Tech, and they met with close your ears, Drew and Rob. Linda, close your ears, Linda. They met with Josiah Trotter. How would that look if they get Josiah Trotter, Wade?
That would be excellent. Oh, I'm not Wade. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
All three are pretty good.
Take him.
Take him.
Take his ass.
Well, the good thing is I don't think Eagles are in need of a linebacker, at least in the top 2 rounds. But hey, I could be wrong. Am I wrong, Eagle people? What's up, Logan? Am I wrong?
Trotter drops, Eagles may take.
You think?
I can see that. I can see that.
He ain't dropping though. What do you mean drop? Drop where? You
like if he's somewhere in the second, third round, they'll
What's up,
definitely take him.
What's up, Jeff Lee? Jimbo.
We'll get
We
him to
don't need him.
92.
Go ahead. Jimbo says go ahead. Game time. It would be a good pick. His father would hate it. His father would hate it to a point. Only to a point. Jeremiah, again, I agree with you. He probably would hate it. He probably would. All right. Let's how many rounds? I wish Randy was in here, but how many rounds do you guys want to do the mock drafts?
3.
3? That's it? All right. 3. We'll do 3. All right, 3 rounds. Eagle people, please hop in. Rob's ducking me tonight.
He's working.
Is he working?
I just texted him.
Fucking go, Rob. What are you doing?
Rob, get in here. You need to make your picks.
He's got a job.
Where's Momo? You need to get in here and make
How dare you, Rob?
How dare you have to work? You gotta eat. You gotta eat.
Like, we're going to do something different for right now. We're going to do Giants, Washington, Dallas, and the Birds. We're going to make those picks, okay? And we'll do 3 rounds. And we'll just go. We'll see how it works out. Again, this is their big board, so take that for what it's worth, people. I like doing it, but it takes too long. Let's see what happens. Entering the draft. We're starting the draft. CZ's in. CZ's in. All right, so.
Hi, CZ.
All right, okay, this is worst case scenario. Well, this is kind of worst case scenario. Mendoza went 1. Jeremiah Love went number 2 to the Jets. Now, we know that's not happening, but you never know. Sonny Styles went 3. David Bailey went 4. Dallas is effed right now, people. The Giants are on the clock. You're looking at Arvell Reese, linebacker / edge. Ruben Bain, Malangoa, Caleb Downs, Delane, Carnell Tate. Who are you taking, Jesse? I know you're on the
Arvell Reese.
Okay.
You have to.
Good.
Yeah,
Pick
gotta
him up.
grab him.
Reese is gone.
Yeah.
Ruben Bain. Oh shit! Like we should have. I have to slow it up. We should have done. You know what? We'll get through this one and we'll do another one. We'll slow it down and I'll be able to trade up if we want. Right now, Washington is on the clock. Who wants to pick for a butt crack Momo?
Momo wants a receiver.
Yeah.
Yep.
CZ, he wants a receiver?
Momo wants a receiver.
All right,
That's
Carnell
what
Tate.
he's saying.
Carnell
Hey,
Tate.
Coles, bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Carnell. All right, Dylan Thie. All right, let's look and see who went. Cleb Downs went at 8. Mansour Delane went at 9. Francis Malangoa went 10. Dylan Thieneman went 11. So Dallas is effed right now, okay?
So
Dallas
they
is
didn't get their...
You know what happens here? Dallas is immediately on the phone with the Browns. We'll give you the 12th pick in next year's first for Garrett, and we keep our 20. Hell yes. Wade Kuiper at work.
That'd be great.
Dallas is on the
No,
clock.
I can see them doing that.
For this draft, we're going to just pick it. So we need to pick. We're not going to trade in this first draft. We're not going to trade. There's nobody offering.
What's the best player available right now, Brian?
You got two tackles. You got a tight end. You got wide receiver.
Best tackle available.
I'd take the tight end Sadiq. That's just me,
best tackle.
I mean, this is what can happen, everybody.
You got to take the best tackle. I can see the Cowboys taking a tackle. I literally could. I think they're a little suspect on Guyton right now. I really could see them take, if like one of the best tackles drops at 12, I could see the Cowboys taking them.
Well, they had articles on it, not to be surprised.
Yeah, I just want to make sure you saw 15 calls. Something happened. Just let me know.
I mean, they picked so many offensive linemen
there.
High in the draft over the years.
Jordan Tyson. Now listen, I'm wanting to trade down everybody, but you know. So you're telling me that we're taking a tackle here?
Yeah, I'm telling you that don't put it past them. They already said that. I'm telling you, don't put it past them.
Spencer Fennell.
If a guy,
there it is.
Okay, so what is he, like a Tyron Smith? If he's a beast,
he's pretty good. He had a great
Let me just
combine.
Look and show everybody what happened. Spencer Fennell, Mekhi Lemon went right after us. Jordan Tyson, C.J. Allen, Monroe Freeling, Sadiq went to the Lions. Ione went to the Vikings. Jermad McCoy went 19. We are on the clock.
Best linebacker available.
Best linebacker or edge rusher. Now, there are two trades. Let's look at the trades. We're not going to force a trade. We could drop to 33. Okay. Or 50. We're not dropping to 50. So we could drop to 33 and get 44 for 20. They did not.
So you get 33 and a 44.
But they didn't take that. 33, 44
Hey, Howie.
For 20 and 170. We'll go 180.
Rob A said he'll come in if you pay rent free at your house.
He don't want to be at my house.
Just lay the message.
All right. So we traded. So what we did was we went from 20 to 33, but we got 44. We gave up 152. So we got 33 and 44 coming up. Resume draft.
What number is Trotter at?
Well,
probably the 90s, maybe.
In the 90s.
They took
90s.
Keldrick Falk, which
Could've.
we might do that. Omar Cooper went right before the Birds. CZ, who do you want, brother? We got the Birds are on the clock here. They got Messidor, Avion Terrell, Blake Miller, Cassius Howe, Caden Proctor, Caden McDonald, TJ Parker.
That they get Proctor.
From rumors I'm hearing, we're gonna get a different type of lineman. So it's gonna be Blake Miller because he runs that zone stretch scheme.
Okay.
I don't think you get Proctor.
No, but I love the fact it's something different. Blake Miller out of Clemson.
Remember,
he's the highest guy left, Jesse.
We're gonna be running a new type of offense, like more San Francisco. So we're gonna need a faster type lineman that can reach out better on the blocks than Proctor could.
All right,
that makes sense.
Let's look at this, everybody. Let's look at this. Let's just go over what happened because we are on the clock already. Blake Miller went to CZ and the Birds. Akeem Messidor went to the Browns. TJ Parker went to the Bears. Avion Terrell went to the Bills. Caden Proctor, look at that. Caden Proctor goes to the 49ers. Caden McDonald, the stud, goes to Houston. Colton Hood goes, which I can see that, goes at 29 to the Chiefs. Denzel Boston. The only thing I disagree with, I think they take Max Ionacre. New England goes Christian Miller at 31 instead of Max. And Cassius Howe, edge rusher, goes 32. Dallas is on the clock. Walker Wade.
But who's the best player available?
Well, we got 33 and 44. So
so who's the best DB and safety on the board?
Well, we got Peter Woods is on the board, the defensive lineman. We got edge rusher Zion Young. The best DB is Brandon Cisse. We got tackle Ian Aker is there. D'Angelo Pons, I don't know that they would be in on Pons. Jacob Rodriguez is there.
Peter Woods is a beast.
We got 33 and 44. So let's talk about this.
Yeah.
Let's talk about this. We got 33 and 44, and then we got 92. So what position do we want to hit at 33 and 44? We took a tackle.
You could take Peter Woods and a linebacker.
Well, there's Rodriguez right there.
So my whole thing is, I would take Peter Woods here in the next pick at 44. If Rodriguez is there,
now, they love Mason Thomas too. Oklahoma edge rusher Mason Thomas fits really good in their defense.
Well, they've been signing a lot of fat boys lately. I'm telling you, I wouldn't be surprised if they get another lineman.
We just picked up some fat boys.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. I wouldn't be surprised if they pick up another one.
We got 33.
He's a beast.
Yeah, but we got to look at this, and we got to be smart about it, all right? We took a tackle, okay? Now we got a lot of flexibility on our offensive line. Now we got 33, 44, and 92. So I think, I think it's got to be defense.
Visit edge.
I think it's got
these next two had to be defense.
I mean, I'll go Peter Woods.
You have to take a linebacker.
I think a linebacker has to be one of them. It doesn't have to be
linebacker. Has to be it could be 44, but it has to be Jacob.
Now,
you need to hope it's Jacob
Johnson
Rodriguez.
Is there, the San Diego State the corner, but I don't think they're going to do that.
Too.
I don't think they're going to do that, Vinny. I don't. I think they're going to go.
It all depends on who's on their board. I mean, on their visits and shit right now.
Well, they have didn't they have the visit with Jacob Rodriguez?
I like Hall C too.
Yeah, the three we still got the linebackers, but
why don't we go and just stick to this dude's a beast? I think this Peter Woods is going to be a game wrecker. Yeah. Let's go Peter Woods here, and then we'll get the linebacker next. Again, they did bring in Rashawn Gary. They're still talking about possibly trading for Max Crosby with next year's pick, which I wouldn't like that, but that's what they're talking about. Let's go Peter Woods here, and we are on the clock. The Giants. So let's just look. Woods went, Ian Aker went, Zion Young, and Chris Bell. Giants are on the clock. You took in your first Arvell Reese. So, Jesse, who are you taking now, brother?
Hello, Pregnon. I'm taking Pregnon.
Pregnon, you got your boy. Bang. Pregnon is gone. All right. Let's just look and see who went. Lomu went to the Texans. Ty Simpson goes to Cleveland. Casey Concepcion goes to the Chiefs. Caleb Banks goes to the Bengals. Lee Hunter, defensive interior, goes to the Saints. And Chris Johnson, bam, right before us. Wow. A corner who I like. Dallas has 7 corners on the roster now, believe it or not. They added another corner. So, again, this is something that I could easily see happening. Dallas is on the clock. You want a linebacker? We got
best linebacker
we
available.
have anybody we want. Now, who did we go with the last pick?
You got to go Rodriguez or the linebacker.
No, so who do we
Texas?
go? Well, we went Peter Woods. Now, you got Rodriguez and Mason Thomas staring us in the face.
Yeah, I'd take Rodriguez.
Oh, he went Woods.
So, Brian, so this is pick 44.
Yes.
Okay,
this
so
is Wade Cutler's picks.
What do you think, Brian? Let's just assume we didn't get another we didn't get a veteran linebacker. The linebacker from Texas is a 3-down linebacker. He's 3-down.
I don't know.
He's a green dot too. The guy from Texas is a green dot linebacker too. So
I say Rodriguez.
Did Anthony Hill already go?
Rodriguez is 3rd in line right now.
I'll take Rodriguez.
Rodriguez. I mean, I wouldn't be mad either. Rodriguez or the guy from Texas. I mean, it doesn't matter.
Right now, it's Anthony Hill's is still there, but don't worry about where they have him ranked, everybody, because Dallas brought in Anthony Hill. So,
okay.
And they brought in Rodriguez. So
And they brought both of them in, yes.
Whoever they like more.
And Josiah Trotter.
Yeah.
Per Pro Football Focus, they have Rodriguez at 45. They have Trotter at 66, and they have Hill at 86.
Okay.
So
well, I guess you got to take Rodriguez, right?
Take Rodriguez.
I'm just curious to see at 92 who's there.
Who's left?
Let's take Rodriguez. Rodrigo.
Yep. Take Rodriguez.
All right, birds are on the clock. Let's look and see what happened here.
J-Rod.
Mason Thomas, who I think I know this would upset Wade, but I think that Mason Thomas may have been the pick there at 44 over Rodriguez, and Dallas would trade after the draft for the linebacker from Miami. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, that's possible. Yeah,
so Mason Thomas, they love him, but for the sake of this mock, we're going to go Rodriguez. So Gabe Yakis, Brandon Cisse, D'Angelo Pons goes to Atlanta. Chase Besantis goes to the Vikings. Bernard goes to the Lions. Brazel. Keontae Scott off the board. I like him. He goes to Miami. And a running back, the second running back, Jadarian Price out of Notre Dame, goes to the Steelers. So the Eagles are on the clock. Eagles have drafted Blake Miller. CZ, who do you want the Birds to pick up now, bro?
Is Danny Sutton available?
Let's see here. What position? Oh, yes. Dennis Sutton, edge rusher out of Penn State.
Yep. I'm a Penn State homer. I'll take that.
Oh, he's good.
Sutton.
There you go, bro.
All day.
Got him.
He's good.
Quiz can hate me for it.
All right. So let's go back and just look. You took Dennis Sutton, Malachi Lawrence, Jake Golday went to the Niners. Joshua Josephs, kind of an interesting edge rusher, went to the Bears. Bryce Lance, Josiah Trotter went 62 to Denver. AJ Halsey, Halsey goes to Seattle.
I like him.
Eagles are on the clock at 68.
Let's see, that's third round, right? Third round.
Yeah, you took Blake Miller and edge rusher Dennis Sutton.
Now I'm gonna go for surprise pick. I'm gonna go with Grant Delp, tight end.
Tight end. Let's see where they have him rated. It's your world, bro. But they have Max Clare, Sam Roush, Michael Trigg.
Yeah, I want Grant Delp. He had a good pro day, and he can block.
Yeah, Trigg is another good one.
Yeah, but where the hell Oscar Delp?
Yep, Oscar Delp.
But you got to take him now.
Yep.
Okay, it's your world. There you go. Washington is on the board. Momo, what's up, Momo? You're on the board. Who wants to pick for him? Let's look what they did. They took Carnell Tate. So they took a wide receiver. So I think we should go. I mean, what do you guys want to do?
Think you ought to go defense on this one?
Yeah. Give him a corner.
You want to give me? I'll give
him. I could.
Give me
a
guy from Arizona.
What's that?
I can see Washington going linebacker because they're kind of. We're talking about bringing in Bobby Wagner again, but
sure,
getting younger at linebacker.
But don't they need corners too?
Yeah, we'll give him Kyle Lewis out of Pittsburgh linebacker. Bang. All right. Dallas is on the clock. Ooh, Anthony Hill made it to 90. Damn. He's gone, though, but he made it to 90. Davin Moore is gone. Let me just look and see. Anybody?
Who do we pick?
Oscar.
We picked Spencer Fano, a tackle, Peter Woods, and Jacob Rodriguez. Our last pick, I think it should be maybe a safety, right?
Or another linebacker, Red Murdoch.
Let's look at best available. You got Garrett Nussmeier and Drew Aller. That's not happening.
No.
You got Genesis Smith. You got safety.
Edge rusher.
Ooh, they love Wheatley out of Penn State. Or Malik Muhammad. They love Malik. Is that Randy? What's up, Randy? What's up, brother?
I take Wheatley.
Hey, Randy.
He goes, Zakee Wheatley out of Penn State or Malik Muhammad, a corner out of Texas that they brought in for a 30 visit.
I know Randy's going to want Malik Muhammad, ain't you?
Now, let me just look here. They also
You're
have,
muted, Randy.
You're muted, brother.
Seattle wants to trade with us at 96. So I don't know what, fucking we're going to get 188. Hey, we'll do that. Let's see if they'll do that for 92. 92, we'll drop 4 spots. We'll get 188. Let's do it. Fuck it. All right. So they could pick. They took Overton, Slaughter, Smith, and Elliott. Okay, we're on the board at 96, everybody. So what we've picked already is Spencer Fano, Peter Woods, and Jacob Rodriguez. Randy, who do you think you're muted, Randy? Who do you think we should take here? You're
muted.
Safety or corner? Randy, you're muted, brother.
You're muted.
I'd love to.
Okay. I'm going to shock y'all. I think they're going to go back and double down on linebacker, and they're going to pick Perkins from LSU because he's well underrated. He was playing in a scheme that didn't fit him. And they had him for one of the 30 visits, and they wined and dined him, I heard.
Here's the deal, though. Harold Perkins is going to be used with one of those 5th-round draft picks. I don't think
You think he's going to make it that far?
Yeah, right now, they have him ranked at a 221 here, which is like a 6th or 7th round. I know he won't last that long, but I think they need
Muhammad.
I would say safety or corner. So
Well, they like Muhammad
I'm
and
going to let
Wheatley,
you pick
so
it. I'm going to let you pick it. They either have Wheatley, safety, Muhammad, a corner, or
take Muhammad because
there's
they
another
already
safety here. They got Bud Clark out of TCU. But you want Muhammad?
Yes, I'd still take Muhammad.
Okay. Muhammad's gone, baby. Muhammad's gone. Eagles are on the board here. CZ. Right now, you've taken Blake Miller, Danny Dennis Sutton, and Oscar Delp.
Okay, who we got for safety?
Well, you got my guy. You got Wheatley out of Penn State, Bud Clark out of TCU. I mean, Wheatley is a good ball player.
Yeah, we'll take Wheatley.
6'2", 206.
Yeah, we'll take Wheatley.
All right. You got my guy. All right. So we're analyzing the draft, everybody. It's hard. I mean, look, they're not going to give you a grade, but basically, Dallas, I thought we did pretty good, guys. Don't you think?
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was pretty good.
A monster tackle at 12.
Well, and you got a monster defensive tackle.
lineman. And you got a monster D lineman there, too.
Yeah, I heard they really like Peter Woods.
And you got a damn good linebacker, Rodriguez. He's a playmaker. Pretty solid.
That's if they pick what they're going to pick on the first.
We still never got an edge, right? We didn't get an edge, did we?
No.
Our edge is going to be
Max Crosby.
Max Crosby at the trade deadline.
All right. Let's do it. Mr. Wade Kuiper.
So, all right. So, how do you want to do this next one?
Sucking.
How do you want
Are we
to do
going to
this
do trades on this next one?
Well, do you want me to pick well, as long as we do it fast, we could pick every team.
Yeah.
And we'll do it ourselves. You guys want to do that?
Sure.
Let the CPU
Why
pick
not?
every team. Besides Dallas.
Yeah. Sounds good.
It does go
I'll
faster
do
that way, right?
what everybody else wants to do.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, let's just try it.
Whatever.
All
Whatever
right.
you guys want to do.
Let's try it.
CPU decide.
Let's see what happens.
And we will pick for Dallas.
All right. So let me just review what happened. Mendoza, Reese, Styles, Bain. That's not good. Bailey, Love. I'll pick for the Bird. I'll help. Well, I mean.
We could just do the Eagles and the Cowboys. Just
Well,
pick for them.
I already
don't know.
started.
Oh, you got Giants.
I already started. So we'll hurry up and get through this one. We got time, everybody. And we'll do another one. So Jeremiah Love, Downs, Thieneman, Delane Malangoa Tate. So we're looking at the same type of situation, everybody. We got Spencer Fano. It's the same situation as the first one. You want to go something different? You want to go Jamad McCoy? Jamad McCoy, by the way, is running his. He's working out tomorrow. He would be the number 1 corner in the draft if he's healthy. What do you think about that?
I agree. I agree with that. If he runs good, if he's able to move.
Cowboys said they don't want to take no red shirt seasons or injured guys.
All right, let's hurry up and do it then. Let's just go ahead and this is ridiculous.
Back to the monster offensive line.
All right, let's go. Spencer Fano, hurry up. We're up again at 20. There's 2 trade downs. You got McCoy still there, Messidor, Falk, Terrell, Cooper, Miller. Again, let's see what the trades are. 26 and 48. So let's see. We could get 26 and 91. And we could get, I don't know.
Well, if we get the one with the 48, we'll have one in the second round.
Nah, but then we're done. Okay.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Okay, let's look. Then we wouldn't pick again till 48. So we get maybe 48 and 79 for 20. All right, 48 and 79 for 20. Let's see, 48, 29, and 122. Let's try it. All right, so we drop down to 48, everybody. Let's see what happens. We are on the clock, everybody. Mason Thomas is gone. Chris Johnson's gone. Peter Woods is gone.
Damn me.
Colton Hood, obviously. But I think this is pretty good, everybody. We got a stud tackle. We're looking at Jason. So our picks are, we got 48, 79, and 92 coming up. So we can get Jacob Rodriguez right now.
Again.
Yeah, get Rodriguez.
Scoop him up. He was a 30 visit. Scoop him up.
Bang. There we go. Okay, we're up. We're on the clock at 79. Ooh, look at that. Romello Heights there. We took a tackle and a linebacker. We can get
the Heights visited them too.
Romello Height is a 30 visit from Texas Tech. He's an edge. Phil loves him, by the way. Anthony Hill is there. Anthony Hill is there.
Who's better, Heights or Hill?
Back-to-back linebackers, baby.
That's what I would do.
He's an edge
line,
double down. A linebacker.
All right, let's go linebacker. Anthony Hill. Okay,
double dip.
We are on the clock.
I'm trying to have my Ray Lewis.
Right now, we got Fano, Rodriguez, and Hill. Okay.
There'll be another 2 pair of that.
And we got 92 and 112 coming up. So we are on the clock. And Wheatley is there. Malik Muhammad is there. I think we go Muhammad, right, Randy?
I would think so, yeah.
DB,
right. we need cornerback.
How many DBs do they got?
All right,
let's
go.
Malik. Got like 15 on our
but this
team
kid
right
is a ball hawk, and I think we come back with his safety next. Let's see who's there.
I agree.
Okay.
Malik Muhammad, and let's see who is there for the Cowboys at 112. Let's look at safety because we need a safety, and the guy that they like is gone. So we got wiped out at safety, everybody. So we're gonna wait on safety.
How about
we get Michael Trigg out of Baylor. They worked him.
There you go. I like him a lot, and they like him.
Good. He can.
All right, we get a tight end. Dallas is on the clock again. Let's look at what we got. We got Spencer Fernando.
We drafted the next Jason Witten.
Jacob Rodriguez, Anthony Hill, Malik Muhammad, Michael Trigg. So I think we need some sort of offensive lineman or edge. Oh, no, we got an offensive line. We need
edge rusher.
Yeah. Who's available, though? Or we can go wide receiver. Let's see here.
Big defensive linemen available that are any good?
It don't really matter at this point. We get a guy 6'5", 248. I just want to get through this one real quick just so we get an idea. Let's look at edge rusher, everybody. Edge, basically, you're kind of wiped here. We'll go with Wisconsin's edge at 140. That would be a little bit of a reach. So I don't think we do that.
Do we have anybody from offense, did you say? Did we pick anybody from
Yeah, we
offense?
drafted one of the best tackles.
Yeah, we got
Okay.
And the tight end.
How about Jalen Kilgore? I mean, did we take a
I
corner?
like him.
Yeah,
I like him.
Yeah, we took one corner. I like Kilgore. He's a tall guy
He's
out
a
of South Carolina.
He's a thumper too.
Let's just go with Emmett Johnson. I like Emmett Johnson.
Oh, the running back?
When's our next pick here? Our next pick is 122. So
Yeah.
we can wait on him. So let's go with Jalen Kilgore here. Let's go with Kilgore. And let's maybe try and get Emmett next. We got
Emmett Smith's son, EJ.
Let's see if he's there.
Hey, Oscar. Hi, Drew.
He might have been gone. He might have got sucked up. Let's see. Running back.
He probably, I don't know if he's coming to the draft this year.
No, he's gone. He went right after us. I think.
Hi, Asia.
Yeah, Emmett Johnson went. Yeah, he's gone. So we'll go best possible. Le'Veon Moss, halfback. Wide receiver, Cyrus Allen. 5'11", 180. I don't see us doing that. It don't really matter, everybody. Let's go with a guard out of Auburn. Let's just get a guard. Let's get a guard. Let's get a guard.
Get a big guy. Make sure he's big. We need big guys.
Is it, what, over 300?
I'm just going to take a quarterback.
I need 330. 320, 330.
I'm going to take a quarterback just to get us.
Yep.
Screw it. Gilbert Brown said.
The next Tom Brady.
So just play it. You guys remember big old Gilbert Brown?
You can't even stand up.
Yeah, but nobody can run in that middle with Reggie, right? Yeah.
We'll go with Caden Curry out of Ohio State, edge rusher. We'll just bring in an edge rusher body. Again, you guys are starting to feel what we could do here. We'll go with we'll just go with a safety. Another one. You bring him in here. All right, analyzing the draft. Here we go.
But they rate us.
We got B+ on Fano, A on Rodriguez, a B on Hill, a B on Malik, B on Trigg, B on Kilgore, C- on Jeremiah Wright, B+ on the quarterback. So again, we got Fano, Rodriguez, Anthony Hill, Malik Muhammad, and Michael Trigg, and Jalen Kilgore. So you got, you didn't get your edge rusher, right? So, maybe
you did get an offensive lineman if you had problems.
Yeah. So, all right.
Got some there.
We're going to add the Eagles back in on this. The Birds are in. We're not going to, we'll do 4 rounds, everybody.
Are you going to do Giants?
And we'll do
Next
Giants.
time it comes up, if it comes up the way it did again, just pick Sadiq.
All right.
God.
All right, here we go. We're going to, Momo can fend for himself. Here we
Oh,
go.
Jimbo's in the chat here with us.
Yeah, what's up, everybody?
What's going on, bro?
Hey, Jimbo. No, what's up, Chad? What's up, CZ?
Starting the draft here. It went
Jimbo. He has a voice.
Walker Wade. What's up, bro?
It went Mendoza.
Jimbo's a real person.
It went Mendoza, Reese, Styles, Love. Not horrible. Jesse, you're on the clock. You got Bain, Bailey, Malagoa, Downs, Delane, Tate on the board. Fano.
Damn. Give me Bain. Give me Bain.
You going Bain, Ruben Bain, edge rusher.
Hell yeah.
All right. Well, Malangoa went to Cleveland. Delane went to Washington. Downs went to the Saints. Dylan Thieneman went to the Chiefs. David Bailey screwed us with Cincinnati. Sadiq is gone, Chris, at 11. So Dallas is sitting here with the same situation. Now, we do have trades. Carnell Tate is on the board.
Give me free.
Now, don't you want to trade down a little bit?
Yeah, what's the trade option?
Well,
Oh my gosh. Dude.
what's the
Best
matter?
tackle. Who's the
What's
best
the
tackle?
matter?
No. Go ahead. I'm just saying. It's
We
always
could
the same
drop down.
guys.
Well, right now, the best tackle is the same guy we've been taking.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
He turns out to be another Tyron Smith. You'll thank me
Well,
later.
Freeling was also underneath him.
Yeah. If we drop down to 22, let's say we get 22, 55, and next year's 2 for 12.
Yep, and that's your 2 you can use to trade for the Miami.
For 12. They accepted it. So we get 22.55 in a second next year. The Chargers get their guy. The Chargers got Spencer Fano. Or no, they got Carnell Tate. They came up for Tate. They wanted him bad. Fano went to the Rams. Freeling went to the Ravens. Messidor, Tyson, Ione. McCoy went 18. McNeil Warren, Joe Namassi's guy, went Cleveland at 19. Dallas is on the clock, okay, for the first time. We haven't drafted, but we got 20, 22, 55, and 92. So who do you want? We got Keldrick Falk. We got an edge rusher. Not a big fan of his. We got T.J. Parker. We got Mekhi Lemon, C.J. Allen, Avion Terrell.
C.J. Allen's a linebacker. Walker.
Yeah, but I don't know about him right now with what's going on with him right now.
Let's go with Terrell. I think they like Terrell, a cornerback out of Clemson.
Okay.
Good nickel.
We're up on the clock again. And again, just remember, guys, we pick 55. So we got A.J. Terrell. We got Keldrick Falk there, C.J. Allen, Blake Miller, tackle, Caden Proctor, T.J. Parker. You know they like Parker, everybody. That's their edge rusher. Peter Woods, Colton Hood. They're not going to take Hood. They just took a... So what do you think? What do you think, everybody? A lot of people want to trade up here. It's 28.
Let them trade up.
Houston
I don't
Texans
like this
wants our
group of
pick.
people.
So we'll go with 28 and 38 for 22. No, they're not going to do that. We can go a 28 and 59 for 22. They accepted the trade. So we dropped down, Randy. So let's see what happens. All right, Eagles are on the clock, but let's just, before we get to the Eagles, we took Terrell. Steelers he took Lemon. Houston traded up for C.J. Allen. Now the Eagles are on the clock. Jimbo and CZ, you guys can pick it.
Yeah, I'm thinking Blake Miller or Ionicher from Arizona State.
And your thoughts?
Blake Miller it is.
Blake Miller. Okay. Blake Miller goes. You can't go wrong with Clemson, guys. So Blake Miller goes to the Birds. Keldrick Falk is off the board to Cleveland. Caleb Banks, Cassius Howe, Caden McDonald. Again, wow. This is setting up nice. Right now,
I wanted Howell.
we took Avion Terrell, everybody. Okay, so we have a corner. Don't expect us to take any more corners. Maybe a safety, but not a corner. Where are we going next? Now, our next pick is 55, 59, and 92. I think we can wait on linebacker. Let's try something different.
Cassius Howell.
He's gone. How about T.J. Parker?
Peter Woods still there?
Or Peter Woods? Yep.
I would go Peter Woods or Parker.
All right,
I would too.
let's go Peter Woods. Bang. I love Peter Woods. All right. So let's let's review what happened. Peter Woods, T.J. Parker went to pick after us. Caden Proctor, Max Ionacre. That makes a lot of sense. You saw the head coach of the New England Patriots working him out. Colton Hood makes a lot of sense there as well. Ty Simpson, Jets at 33. Christian Miller, Omar Cooper, Lee Hunter. The Giants are on the clock. The Giants took Ruben Bain. You're looking at Denzel Boston and KC Concepcion, wide receivers, staring you in the face, Jesse.
Boston.
I like Denzel Boston and KC Concepcion. So
I like Boston.
Yeah, he's a little bigger.
Yeah.
All right, let's just recap what happened real quick, everybody. Pregnon went 38. Lomu, Zion Young, D'Angelo Pons goes to the Cincinnati Bengals. KC Concepcion, I like what the Saints are doing, going with Downs and Concepcion. Chris Johnson goes to Miami. Cisse Rodriguez is off the board at 45 to the Ravens. Malachi Lawrence, Abney, Chris Bell, AJ Halsey, Mason Thomas is gone, and he's the Micah replacement.
I like Mason Thomas out of Oklahoma. That guy's good.
Mason Thompson goes to Green Bay. Keontae Scott. Eagles are on the clock at 54. Right now, you took Blake Miller. So what do you guys are looking at?
Edge Jimbo again?
Yeah, let's check it out.
Edge rusher would be Josh
Is
Joseph.
Malachi Lawrence still on there?
Let's see here. Malachi Lawrence. That's a linebacker, isn't it? A linebacker edge? Yeah.
Edge, yeah.
Well, let's go to safety. Who's available at safety?
Well, I'm going right down the list here. You got Danny Dennis Sutton. He's there. Let me go back to the top here. You want safety? I'll tell you who's there safety-wise. Safety, it's Camaro Ramsey. That's the first one at 82. So, edge rusher, let's look at edge. Edge, you got Joshua Josephs, Derek Moore, Danny Dennis Sutton.
I still think Sutton's our best choice, Jimbo.
Yeah, let's go Danny Dennis Sutton.
All right. Sutton's gone, everybody. So Dallas is on the clock. We took Avion Terrell and Peter Woods, back-to-back Clemson people. So we got
I saw Trotter when you were going down some down there.
Yeah. Again, we need linebacker, right? We need
linebacker. I'd say Hill Jr.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You got Josiah Trotter at 66. Again, everybody, we have 55 and 59. So what positions are we earmarking here? We got 2 picks and 4. You know what
Safety,
I mean?
maybe. Edge.
Yeah, we haven't got a safety yet.
I think it's linebacker, edge,
right.
Safety, right?
Yep.
I like Josiah Trotter. I'm sorry, everybody.
I do too.
I think he's the guy. I think Josiah Trotter and Romello Height, if he's still there.
Brother's controversy. Brother's controversy.
Well,
sometimes get the best player, right? Game time.
Yeah, I think you're right, bro. I think that's
Hi,
what you need to
Marcus.
do.
Hey, Howard.
Let's just stick. I know you guys like other linebackers. Let's just stick to the best. It doesn't really matter if it's Trotter or
I don't think
Hill.
they got Trotter rated higher than Hill, though.
On this website, they have Trotter rated higher than Hill. But at the end of the day, if they take Hill over Trotter, then we know they like him more. But you get the idea. Like we're still getting the guy that we want. Okay, so let's look and see who went. We took Trotter, running back, wide receiver, edge went, and now we're still looking at. I mean, I think you got to go. Just looking at it, I mean, I think you have to go Romello Heights, edge rusher out of Texas Tech. I think you have to, or Kamari Ramsey. They worked him out. He's a 30 visit out of USC. So right now, Randy, we're sitting here at Avion Terrell, Peter Woods, Josiah Trotter. Linebacker, defensive interior, and corner. So it's either edge or safety.
When is our next pick after this one?
92.
92.
Yeah.
Both of those guys will be gone, but you know.
You
I'd
better
go
look at
height.
edge and safety in that order.
I go height.
Romello Height.
Yeah.
I think
They
you're
brought him
right.
in. Yeah.
Now, listen, we don't know if Dallas decides to, trade or do something stupid and trade for a veteran. We already got an edge rusher. We brought back Sam Williams. We have a bunch of edge rushers on the roster. We just don't have that guy. But this is an interesting one. I'm just talking out loud here. Dallas Cowboys brought in Jalen Thompson as their main safety, right? We have at least for this year, we still have what's his name, Malik Hooker, right? We have Marquise
Thompson.
Bell, yeah. You got Thompson, Hooker, you got Bell. So it's interesting here. It's very interesting. I kind of think, though, that they would go with I'm going to let you guys pick. Romello Height or Ramsey? Safety.
Ramsey.
No,
Ramsey, yeah.
No, I got to go with a Cowboy fan. I'm not letting a Giant fan pick my
I
pick.
keep hearing height, so.
You want Romello Height, guys? Joe DeMasi?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. I like him. All right. So, Romello Height, let's see. Eagles are on the clock, everybody. Eagles have taken Blake Miller and Sutton, edge rusher out of Penn State. What position are you guys looking at?
Safety.
So you're going to take our guy. Fucking
Yep.
Kamara Ramsey?
Yep.
Yes, send it.
Make Mouse happy. There we go.
Dick.
Yeah.
All right. Dallas is on the clock here. 92.
Malik Muhammad still available?
We got Terrell, a corner. Woods, Josiah Trotter, Romello Heights. So
Woods.
No, I said that's who we picked already. So I'm looking at, we got Genesis Smith, safety out of Arizona's there.
Like him.
I'm just looking at Wheatley, safety out of Penn State, like him, and Malik Muhammad and Michael Trigg, the tight end.
Muhammad.
So we picked 92 and 112, everybody. So we don't have too far to go here. We don't have too far to go. Muhammad is ranked 105, Trigg 106, Wheatley 104. We already got a corner in Avion Terrell. So are we trying to fill needs, or are we just...
Okay, we hadn't got a safety yet, did we?
No, we have not.
Okay,
Any
Wheatley
more,
would be a
linebackers?
good choice.
I'm just looking at it as we're pretty thin at linebacker still, even if we.
We're going to trade for a veteran. So.
Okay.
Yeah, I can see that.
I think I need to get me a safety that they like out of Penn State, Wheatley.
Yeah,
but
I agree.
Or Malik Muhammad. I don't really give a shit. You guys pick.
Do Wheatley. I guess we've already done corner with Terrell.
Yeah, let's do Wheatley.
Yeah.
We already got Terrell.
Yeah,
All
right.
All right. So, all right.
No.
Right now, Eagles are on the clock at 98. Muhammad's gone, by the way.
Tight end. Who we got?
You want a tight end. Tight end. Michael Trigg, Baylor. Taking our guy. Or Justin Jolly, North Carolina State. Yeah, that's basically Michael Trigg, Justin Jolly.
Yeah, CZ, I'm good with Trig.
Okay, good with that.
All right, Trigg's gone.
Pliskin, stop crying.
Yeah, sorry, game time.
No, you're all good. Listen, this is what makes it fun, everybody. You're never going to make everybody happy. So, all right. So who's on the board? Giants are on the board. Ruben Bain, Denzel Boston. You went edge, wide receiver. What are you looking at, Jesse?
A receiver.
You're muted, Jesse.
Yeah, we like it that way.
He sounds great.
I don't think they're going
Guard.
receiver with this guard. You
He
said
said guard, yeah.
Guard.
Mhm.
he's a guard. All right, we got.
Guard.
All right, we'll give you the Notre Dame guard, Billy Schrouth. Bang, there you go.
Oh yeah, I like him.
Dallas is on
Who
the
the hell
clock
is
here.
he?
And where the hell was I? We got Avion Terrell, Peter Woods, Josiah Trotter, Romello Height, and Zaki Wheatley. So in our final pick of this draft, because we're only going full 4 rounds, what position do you guys want me to address?
Linebacker.
Deontay Lawson out of Alabama is there.
I take him.
6'2", 228. I know they like Will Lee the third out of Texas A&M. I know they like him. Bud Clark, safety out of TCU. He's there.
They like him.
We probably should have went with
Bud Clark's good. I know.
See, what we probably should have done was taken Muhammad with the last pick and then came back with Clark here, right? But it's easy to say now. I'm just looking at names. Kilgore's there.
I'd go Lawson.
Yeah, let's go Lawson. Let's go Lawson. Deontay Lawson. Bang. All right. Who's on? Who's Eagles are on the clock here. Eagles are on the clock. You've taken Blake Miller, edge rusher Sutton, Kamaru Ramsey out of USC, and Michael Trigg, a tight end. What position are you looking for?
Let's see. Let's go back to
wide receiver, corner.
Yeah, I saw Linda brought up Hurst, but I have no idea who that is.
Who's that? Let's see here.
He's a wide receiver out of Georgia State, but he's lightning fast.
Okay.
That sounds good.
I don't know if he's there. Let's see. I think he's gone, everybody.
Oh,
yeah, he's gone. Andy Reid.
I forgot to.
Andy Reid took him. You get Brennan Thompson, another speedster out of Mississippi State.
Drew's wanting y'all to take Bud Clark. He likes him too.
You're gonna go with another. All right.
Okay,
Bud,
Drew.
there you go, brother. Bud Clark, it is.
See you.
Eagles are on the clock again. Blake Miller, Sutton, Ramsey, Trigg, Bud Clark went. So this is your last pick. What position are you looking for? Another corner, maybe?
Maybe a safety.
We got our safety.
Yeah, you already got safeties. You got 2 safeties.
Do we want another linebacker?
I'd be fine with
It's not
injuries.
us. It's Eagles.
Oh,
we were
Eagles. Sorry about that.
Emmett Johnson, Nebraska halfback. I love him. I don't know. What are you looking at?
Kilgore?
They got to stop the run better.
Kilgore it is. We
Yeah,
don't care about
Mouse
him.
is saying Kilgore, and
All right.
Drew's saying Kilgore.
There you go. You got Kilgore. All right, we'll do one more, everybody. We'll do one more. But, Dallas ended up with Terrell, Woods, Trotter, Heights, Wheatley, Lawson. And that's only in the top 4 rounds, everybody. So I think that's pretty good. Now,
That's not bad.
maybe where we messed up was we maybe don't take Wheatley. We take Muhammad, and then we come back with Ramsey.
Okay.
But we'll try it one more time. We'll do one more, and we'll do the same 4 rounds, and we'll enter the draft, and we'll start the draft. All right. So we got Mendoza, Reese, Styles, Bain. Wow. So Jesse, you got Jeremiah Love, Downs, Maungoa. You want Love, don't you?
Trade down.
All right. So you want to go to 9 and 5, and you'll get the 29 offer trade. Okay. So you drop down to 9, you get 29. Resume draft. So Kleb Downs went 5, Tate went 6, Delane went 7, Jeremiah Love went 8. You were on the clock at 9. Do you want offensive linemen? The best ones on the board?
Right now.
Maungoa? Huh?
Did Mal go up? Okay, I'll take him.
Yeah, Mal will go at 9. Boom. Dallas is on the clock. There is 5. We're looking at Dylan Thieneman, Monroe Freeling. We got absolutely hammered here. So I think we should look at trades.
When we trade down.
All right, let's look at
that replacement.
Get that tight end.
let's look at trading down to 17. Let's see if we get 17 and 50 for 12. How's that? Or 19, we can get 19. Now, let's go 17 and 50. Let's just try it. Bang, bang for 12. Offer trade. All right, so we dropped down to 17. So who went was Dylan Thieneman, Monroe Freeling, Mekhi Lemon, Sadiq, and Jordan Tyson. We are on the clock at 17. We got 17, 20, 50, 92. So we got McCoy sitting there, Messidor, Falk, Terrell. There's one trade available, and that's 19. 19 wants it. So let's see what they're willing to give. 19. Let's see if they won't give us 51. Maybe 83. Let's offer the trade. Bang. We dropped 2 more spots. Lone and McNeil Warren go. But we have back-to-back picks at 19 and 20. So
we going linebacker here?
I would wait because we have all those picks.
Okay.
I would go edge rusher and McCoy. I would go McCoy and an edge rusher. No? What do you guys want to do here? We got 19, 20, 50, 83, 92.
Go for it, McCoy, and then Messidor.
Let's go McCoy, and then let's go Messidor, Falk.
Yeah, go Messidor.
Oh, yeah, there's Falk too. I forgot.
TJ Parker.
Isn't Messidor better than Falk?
Let's just take Messidor just to switch it up.
Okay.
Messidor. Eagles are on the clock at 23.
We have trade down options.
Oh, yeah, you got 8 of them. How far you want to go? You got 29, 31, 34, 36, 42.
Let's go 34. See if we can get next year's first.
So you want 34 for 23 and next year's 1. They're not doing that.
Okay.
So you can get 34 and 65. But
yeah, we'll do that.
Do you want to? Well,
yeah, let's have fun with this.
You can go 31, but you want 34.
Yeah, 31. Do 31. That's fine.
All right, 31. You can go 29 too, but you go 31. Let's see, for 23. Let's see, next year's 1 they're not going to do. Next year's 2 they will do.
Yeah, let's do that.
Next year's 2.
Yep.
All right.
Next 2 and see what else we get.
Oh, they didn't accept it. Okay, well, I forced it. So 31 and next year's 2 for 23. So, okay, so Falk went, Miller, Howell, Parker, Allen, Woods went in 28. Giants are on the clock. They took Malangoa. So you don't need offensive linemen. What are you looking at there? You want Denzel Boston there, Jesse? Pregnon?
We'll take him.
Yeah.
Pregnon, excuse me. Pregnon.
So you want 2? Yeah. So you want 2 offensive linemen? I think you need to get a.
Yeah.
All right. Bang. Pregnon. Eagles are on the clock at 31. You got Caden Proctor and Ian Aker still sitting there.
What do you think, Jimbo?
Ionicher. Ian Aker.
Whatever you. All right. We'll go Ian Aker. Ionicher. 37. Giants are on the clock again. You can still get your wide receiver if you want. Denzel Boston's there.
Give me Boston.
All right.
Powerful.
Look at you, man. Dallas is up. Okay. Right now, Dallas is taking Jermad McCoy and Akeem Messidor. Chris Johnson, Mason Thomas is on the board. Malachi Lawrence, edge rusher, UCF. Keontae Scott, Josiah Trotter. What are we looking for? Linebacker, guys?
Is the guy from LSU a safety? I can't. It's hard to see the letters.
Yeah, I know, me too.
Yeah. AJ Halsey. He's a safety, but he's, Dallas took McCoy and edge. So I would say get a linebacker.
Okay.
I would say get a linebacker. So if you want, we'll switch it up and go with the other. We'll go with the University of Texas linebacker. Unless you want to look at the trades. The Jaguars at 58. So we drop 8 picks, but we would get 56 and 81 for 50. That's not going to work. 88. That's not going to work. Let's see. I could try that. 56 and 88 now. So we'll go. All right. So we dropped it down 8 spots and got a pick 100. So 50. So let's just see what happens here. Chris Johnson, Mason Thomas, Malachi Lawrence. So that worked out good. So we're still Eagles are on the clock here at 54.
Okay, let's.
You got a tackle guard.
I like Halsey here.
AJ Halsey, safety.
That's what I like. What do you think, Caesar?
That's fair. Yeah, we need safety. So yeah.
All right, there you go. All right, Dallas is on the clock at 56. We took McCoy and Messidor. We have 56, 83, 92, 100, 112. So I think we just got to stick and pick here. Who do you like? Are you there, Joe DeMasi? No. Who do you like? Everybody. Like I said, we took a corner and edge already. So I think we got to go linebacker here, right?
Yeah, we need a linebacker.
Now, do you want me to go outside the box and go with or we can
Trotter.
We can go either Trotter or we can go Hill out of Texas if you guys want.
Do you want to do Hill this time?
Let's see here.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, let's try something different. Anthony Hill Jr. We know they worked him out. Here we go. Anthony Hill. Let's see who's on. Let's see who's on the clock. Eagles are on the clock. Eagles have taken Ian Aker, Ian Achor, and AJ Halsey. So what are you looking at now? We got edge rusher Sutton still there. Zachariah Branch, wide receiver, Georgia. Any thoughts, boys?
CZ, your guy Sutton's still there. If not, I go Branch.
Let's
or Romello Height too.
I know. I'm a homer for Sutton, but let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go for another guy. Let's go with the Branch guy.
I like him.
Yeah, let's go Branch.
He's explosive. All right, Dallas is on the clock here. We got McCoy, Messidor, Hill. I think Ramsey right here, guys. You know they brought him in.
That's fine.
You got
Ramsey. That's fine.
I think that's a good one.
Just looking at some of the possible. And you got Malik Muhammad, but we also get another pick. We got 92 coming up, everybody. So I say we get our safety here, Ramsey, and hopefully that we can get our guy at 92. All right, so Malik Muhammad's still there, everybody. Right now, this is what we've done. McCoy, Messidor, Anthony Hill, Ramsey. And, if you're looking at it, if you're looking at the tight end, Michael Trigg is there. He's at 106. Now, we do have pick 100 coming up, guys. So we'll probably be able to get Michael Trigg with the next pick. Running back, Emmett Johnson's 137. Let's see, offensive tackle. That's not quite yet. Let's see here. Corner. We got Muhammad's there. Let's see here. Defensive interior. No. Linebacker. Let's see. Lawson. No, I think it's. I think this is an easy one, everybody. I think you're going with
Muhammad.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Malik Muhammad here. Hopefully, we get the tight end next. Muhammad. Eagles are on the clock. Maybe the Eagles get the tight end. Eagles have taken Ian Achor, Halsey, and Zachariah Branch. They went tackle, safety, wide receiver.
What do you think, Jimbo? The tight end?
Michael Trigg is there. Linebacker Deontay Lawson's there.
Yeah, good Trigg. I mean, there's no edges there I really like.
Yeah.
All right. I think they might like the. I don't know. We'll see. All right. Dallas is on the clock here. Dallas is taking McCoy, Messidor, Hill, Ramsey, Muhammad. So we got 2 corners, a safety, a linebacker, and an edge.
Do we want another linebacker?
Yeah, I just don't know who they like.
Okay.
I think maybe offensive line of some sort might be.
Oh, that's true.
Don't really matter.
Get a tackle, kind of help out that guy.
I'll take Bell.
Yeah, let's just take Bell. Markel Bell
Okay.
out of Miami. Bingo. And then, all right, we're almost done, everybody. Giants are on the clock. They took Malangoa, Pregnon, Denzel, Boston. You think we give them a backup?
I'm right here.
So who do you want? You want another quarterback? You want to go? I mean, you got a tackle on the guard and a wide receiver. What are you looking for? Safety? You got Wheatley there.
Safety.
All right, Wheatley is a Giant. Full draft. Dallas is up again, everybody. You want Nussmeier? Randy? Let's get Nussmeier. You think?
Yeah, that's fine. That's a good pick.
Eagles are on the clock at 1:14. You guys want? Who do you guys want? Like I said, you want tackle, safety, wide receiver, tight end. Just give me a position, and I'll pick it for you. You want another tackle?
Yeah, we'll double down tackle.
You got a guard out of Notre Dame is there. Cage, KC, Boise State, 6'5", 311. There you go. Bang, gone. There you go. Who's up next? Eagles are on the clock again.
Let's go safety again.
I don't know. There's a safety there.
Safety or cornerback. Cornerback's fine too.
Yeah, safety's a little
Yeah,
bit
that
too
Demings kid was right there.
Stephen F. Austin, Charles Demings.
What do you want, Jimbo?
Yeah, what do you want, Jimbo?
Yeah, I'm fine with Charles Demings.
Yeah, he's right
The
there.
Stephen F. Austin kid.
Yeah. All right, there it is, everybody. I mean, it's hard to see when we're doing this many different people, but again, Dallas Cowboys went McCoy, Messidor, Hill, Ramsey, Muhammad, Bell, Nussmeier. That's pretty darn good, everybody. I think everybody did well there. But see, that's what you could do. Now that I'm dizzy here by looking at it. Everybody hit the like button, please, before we get out of here. I know Mark will be live soon. Final words, guys and gals.
This was
Draft, where are
fun.
you? This is fun, but draft, where are you?
Glad to finally hear what Jimbo sounded like.
There you
Yeah,
go.
it was good to be here, guys.
Yeah.
Jumbo.
What's up, Marcus?
What's going on, Jumbo?
No, I'm baby
Marcus,
chilling.
you like that argument the other night or what?
Yeah, we can stay live
Oh,
for a
Wade,
little
you
bit.
were
I
on-
gotta
Wade,
go
you
do
were on
something.
fire,
So
man.
just go ahead and talk. I'll be right back.
Talk amongst yourself.
What's up? Man, I didn't realize how funny it was listening back on it, but
Bro, you were on one last
Oh,
night.
it was funny when I saw the clips, Wade.
Oh, shit my pants, buddy. It was pretty good.
Yeah.
I could
That's up
just
there.
see
What
you
if-
having an argument with God. Not yet. Please, not yet.
Jesus is
the whole
coming
chat
down
was
before
like
the
free Wade.
Cowboys win. That was fucking funny. Excuse my French, but that was funny. Holy crap!
I can handle everyone else. Drew's like my mortal enemy right now.
Yeah. Oh, you don't have to say that.
He can
You two are
argue
like
with
rock
me.
and sock and robots.
He can argue.
No, I'm good.
Drew and
Well,
Wade is
Drew makes
classic.
more sense. It's when you get someone like you were arguing with the other day. That just didn't make too much sense what he was saying on a lot of
And
that
he's a
stuff.
Cowboy fan too.
Yeah.
That's what made
It was Cowboy on Cowboy crime.
Walker Wade versus Momo. This big a fight night.
But he talked so fast, it was almost hard to understand them.
Oh, it cracked me up when Walker called Momo a dummy because it reminded me. I'm going to start calling him Walker Little Enos Wade. You know who I'm
Little
talking
Enos.
about? You ever see Smokey and the Bandit Walker?
Oh, God.
Big and Little Enos. Yeah. When Burt Reynolds' Bandit was asking why they wanted that much beer that fast, and Little Enos said because he's thirsty, dummy.
You big dummy.
It was hilarious. It just
Sounds like
that's
Sanford and
exactly
Son.
what went in my mind when you told Mobo all that.
Hey, game time.
What's up?
He stepped out.
I was just saying,
Bring
you
it
should have
back.
a thing. You should have an episode called Fight Night, and let like people like Walker Wade versus Drew or Walker Wade versus Bobo.
Oh God.
Probably
That would be
bragging
the
rights.
cage fight.
You need to game time. Call it bragging rights and make it to where it's like a battle of
Friday
wits.
night fight night.
Or call it the Octagon or the Kumite.
Whoever
right?
wins gets to talk their
The
smack.
Kumite.
Chuck
The
Momo.
Kumite.
Problem is, Momo don't know enough about his own team to even put up a fight.
That's true.
Right.
Well, that's pretty easy when his team's the command nothings.
Yeah, well,
pretty
did you see that they're changing their uniforms again?
Oh my God.
No.
Really?
That's the
Please.
problem. I mean, how do you you guys
No
continue to
idea.
change your shit up? It's like, how do you get a read on? I mean, what's your identity? Is it a W?
It's like just go back to the Redskins.
No,
Just go back to the Redskins.
Redskins.
Just play it safe, call it a day, bring back the old Redskins uniforms, and you good.
Exactly.
Just kept the colors.
Derek J teases Momo that it's an upside down in.
The Washington Momo, aka the Momites.
Maybe it's the whatchamacallits.
The Momites.
What's up, Dan?
Yeah.
What up, guys?
What's up, brother? How you doing?
Dan, how's your trip going?
Oh, Mr. Spake.
Trip was really good. Just
I'm
got
tired, man.
Oh yeah, believe me, it was a good trip.
Where'd you go?
Good for you.
Oh, I went to Fort Worth just to hang out with my sister.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. Twiz, I liked Gabe Hall. He's a big dude, though. Big Ophi kind of guy, but I actually liked him coming out of Baylor. I liked
Yeah, we
Gabe
liked
Hall.
him, didn't we?
Yeah, we did like Gabe Hall. Yes,
We did.
Again, listen, when you get into the mock drafts, it gets a little monotonous. So we try and, especially when we have a lot of people picking. But that's how you get familiar with. We all know round one guys and round two guys, but when you get into round 3, 4, 5, now it becomes. That's why I told Mark, I'm getting the heck out of the draft. Me and Phil will be in the car day 3. Now, we may have a Wade Kuiper in Pittsburgh, so stay tuned for that. He may be coming in.
Oh, okay.
Really?
So he may be coming in. Yes.
Oh,
He'll
shit.
straighten them out.
Ah,
I doubt it.
He-
But
he's
you
not-
never
he's
know.
I don't know. I'm
Wait.
still thinking I'm gonna have to get bail money for Mark
I need
Momo
Wade
now.
Kuiper by my side if something goes down. So
Yeah, nah,
I
you
go
thought
in
I
from
was
jail
going,
going,
thought I was
Super
going
Channel,
off
Super
on West
Channel, we
Coast.
need to get the hell out of here.
What's that,
Thought I was
Wade?
going off on West Coast the other night. See what happens when I go off on Ultra.
I
Yeah.
want to see that one. The title fight.
Finish him.
But Ultra gonna have a Texas death
The one
match.
man said, no, he said the market's where was
The
like
Texas death
average.
Wade
Yeah,
Wins.
that was a joke.
Couldn't get
Yeah,
to, I couldn't get into that one.
It'd be
The
Walker wins,
whole-
Wade Talty.
Old
Wade
school
Talty.
WCW.
I'm sorry, just the whole Tyreek Hill and all that. I'm like, he's got a blown knee. I'm like, this dude may be done. He's like shoved. He was like Nick Chubb for crying out loud. I'm like, kind of ridiculous.
Those
Yeah,
takes were
once West
weird,
Coast brought
man.
up the Rapture, I knew Wade was going to lose it.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
yeah, that was
Dude.
It's unusual to see Cowboys.
Guys, it's like every time a major blow up comes, I'm in the middle of it. I'm like, oh God, here we go again.
You
I
know.
understand Cowboy versus Eagle, but Cowboy versus Cowboy, damn.
Yeah. Well,
That
you
it was
know,
Cowboy
entertaining
crime.
YouTube. It was entertaining YouTube.
we had
That's
that
There for
with
about
Terrence
30 minutes. It was
Parsons.
pretty funny.
We had that with Terrence Parsons when he decided to say that Aikman was overrated. You know, so
Yeah,
Appreciate it, Wade. We got hits for that one.
What you ought to do is whoever wins their match, put a little crown for a background or a belt,
King.
like a belt
yeah.
Yeah,
on the
so Lloyd
background.
kicked me, and then all the Eagles fans are in the chat. Free Wade, free him,
Free Wade.
free him.
This dog is too much. So, all right, everybody. I think I ought to get out of here. We'll set the table like we set the table for Mark. I'm off tomorrow, so we'll do something again tomorrow. So
Cool.
stay tuned. I'll email everybody that I emailed tonight, and and I'll send the link out, and we will do it all again tomorrow. All right, everybody.
Maybe we'll have a me versus West Coast Cowboy part 2.
I'll have to reach out to him and see if he.
Yeah.
I'll have to reach out to him. All right,
Wade, Eagles, Drew said
should have
that
a
was
thing called Friday
epic. He
Night
said
Fight
he
Night.
salutes you.
Friday night fight night.
Oh
All
man.
right, Friday night
Have the
fights.
people
Ooh,
that
I
run
like
their
that.
mouth on there.
Friday night fights.
Got a good ring to it.
Yes, it does. All right, everybody.
I am
Thanks,
the
everybody.
tiger.
Thanks,
All right.
Jimbo and CZ for
right.
hopping in. I appreciate when you guys.
Good night, everyone.
Thanks
Thanks for having me, Gabe.
It was fun, everybody.
See.
All right.
Good night.
See ya.
Hey, guys.